Hello, friends. Good day and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and I'm so glad you have stopped by. On my last video, I shared my Christmas gift that my husband gave me. It was a food dehydrator. As you can see here, this past weekend I did some more dehydrating. These apples, bananas, and grapes, they turned out real good and they make a delicious snack. I put all my scraps in this all-season indoor compost bucket that I have, so I'm getting excited about saving my scraps and getting ready for my garden. I'm excited to share this recipe called the baked cream cheese pasta with homemade beef meatballs. It is so delicious and it's very easy to make. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, y'all, but you see Speckles over here to the right. She always have to see what's in the kitchen when I'm in there. Every time I make any type of noise, she thinks I'm getting something for her to eat. Well, anyway, um, the jars that I have here in this right now, it's the dehydrated tomatoes and the dehydrated peppers that I did last week. To get ready for the recipe, I'm going to put some olive oil in the jars and let them soak for about an hour or two before I cook them. And what this olive oil is going to do is kind of like make the tomatoes and the peppers kind of swell up a little bit to almost the normal size like it was before I dehydrate them. And I'm not going to throw the olive oil away after I drain it. I'm going to save it. I'm not sure if I need to keep it on the shelf. I'm going to go ahead and just put it in the refrigerator. So anyway, to start with the recipe, first I'm going to go ahead and make the meatballs. I'm going to put all the recipes in the description box below. So in this bowl, I have 1 pound of ground beef, and I add an egg, and I add all my seasonings, and then I'm adding onions, and I'm going to use some breadcrumbs. And then I'm going to just stir it up. And what I did, I showed my hands. I wet my hands. So when I form the meatballs with wet hands, they don't stick to my hands as bad. And the balls, I'm going to make them like 2 inches. And I just put it on a sheet pan, and I'm using wax paper. And I think I got about maybe 10 to 12 meatballs out of this 1 pound. Now, you don't have to put the meatballs. I didn't add the meatballs in the pasta. I just served it on the side. And then I set my oven for 400 and I cooked the meatballs for about 30 minutes. Okay, so right here, after about an hour or two, I'm going to go ahead and drain the olive oil from the tomatoes and the peppers. And see how it just swelled up and it looks almost like it was before I dehydrate them. I am using 1 block of cream cheese and put it on a pan on top of the stove. And I add my peppers and my tomatoes, and I'm adding all my seasonings and just lay it on top of the cream cheese and the tomatoes and peppers. And right there, I'm using fresh basil. And I'm just using some of that olive oil from the tomatoes, and I think it is a tablespoon, and I just sprinkle it on top. And I'm using about 3 or 4 tablespoons of stick butter, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven. Now, this is going to be the same temperature, 400, as the meatballs. Now, I did notice that after 15 minutes, when I had that tomatoes and peppers and cream cheese in the oven, it started turning black. The peppers did. So I was kind of wondering if the olive oil made them turn brown or black, or was the temperature. But anyway, I added some fresh tomatoes. I took the pan out after 15 minutes and add some fresh tomatoes to add some color to it. Now, the other tomatoes that were dehydrated, they were fine. They was just a darker color. But it turned out really good. And as you can see, I had went ahead and started my pasta, and I just followed the directions that I have on the box. And then right here, I already cooked the pasta and drained it, and then I just poured it on top of the tomatoes and peppers. And then I add fresh lemon juice. I would say about a half a lemon. And then I add some fresh basil. And oh my goodness, that was just so good. I didn't even think about putting lemon juice in the pasta, but it made it so fresh tasting. And you can really change this recipe, whatever you prefer to have in the pasta. I mean, you can't just stop at potatoes. I mean, not potatoes, tomatoes and peppers. You can add olives. Um, let's see what else you can put in there. Onions, mushrooms, spinach. I mean, I think it's endless what you can put in there. But it was so good. Okay, here is the finished product. Oh my gosh, don't this look so beautiful? Oh, I am so anxious to try it. Mmm, this is so good. The lemon juice just made it a kick at the end. Oh, that is so good. You must try it. Let me try the meatballs. Mmm, that is so good. No, girl, you can't have it. Not right now. mm. I will put the recipe in the description box below. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye-bye.